Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is Tuesday the 5th of July and I'm just about to head out for a ride. I've got a couple of hours to do today. Got my next race tomorrow, so the plan today is to go and ride to the course and do a few laps of the race tomorrow. The race I've got is another Crip. It's another short circuit. I think it's about 2.2 kilometers a lap, and it's going to take me about an hour to ride there. So I've got everything downloaded onto my Garmin, and I'm just about to head off now and find out what this course is like. So I've just got to the course, and I've done a few laps. It's literally in a building estate. It's just buildings and they're using the roads around that. So from riding the course, it's going to be really fast, literally barely any elevation, some nice swooping corners. I mean, it was hard not to, obviously I can't do them at full speed and racing line because the roads are still open today. But yeah, it's given me a good idea of what it's going to be like tomorrow. So yeah, it's just going to be hard and fast, I think. So I'm happy I've come out here and given it a look today. It's given me an idea of what to expect. So now time for about an hour's ride back home. So I've got back from my ride, had my shower and a quick shake, and then I've just made myself some lunch. So just omelette and some salad, just a bit day and yeah, some healthy stuff in there, and I'm just watching the rest of the tour now, so just chill out for the rest of the day pretty much, and yeah, probably the next clip will be tomorrow. So today is Wednesday, 6th of July, and it's race day, and as always I'm doing a quick sort of 1 hour leg opener for tonight now. Same as always, just a couple of 5-minute blocks of zone 3 and a few sort of sprints, and then towards the end of my ride I'm going to go meet another British rider living out here, and we're going to go for a coffee in Dinos, so should be nice. So it's a few hours before the start of my race now. And I'm just getting some stuff ready, like my bottles and food, and I'm just about to have some of last night's couscous left over as my pre-race meal about 3 hours before, and I'll have a coffee as well just to give me a bit of a caffeine buzz. So yeah, just sort of last hour before I leave, it's just packing and getting ready really. So this is the food I had last night, this is my couscous, so I'm going to eat some of that now.
Forcément un sprint pour la 12e place et le public. Alors on va faire la même chose que le peloton. C'est un peloton groupé en tenue femelle. C'est l'arrivée, pour la 12e place. À vous.
So it's now the next day after my race. I didn't end up getting home till really late. It was sort of about 11:30 by the time I got home, so I was knackered. So I don't really record much then. I'll explain more about how the race went later. But today I've got a sort of a team training day in Plonkué, which I'm really looking forward to. One of the coaches from Côte d'Amour, Ewan's going to be there. And I think we're going to do a few hours in the morning, and then back to the base, I guess, talk a bit about the upcoming races for the rest of the season, and for next year, and then we're going to do a few more hours in the afternoon, again, both rides sort of focusing on certain strengths and weaknesses of the team, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's also a great opportunity for me to practice some French, so it's sort of a weekly French lesson for me.
which I definitely need to chuck myself in the deep end and do a bit of that. So I'm looking forward to it. Hey everyone, today is now Friday the 8th of July. I had the team training yesterday and it was really good, really enjoyed it. I'd just like to say massive thanks to Christoph and also Ewan for putting on their day. It was great to do and be challenged with the other riders, but also work on my French, so really happy with that. Today I've got a rest day / recovery day, I still haven't decided, so I might go for an easy spin this afternoon if I feel like it. I might not, but mainly what I do on a rest day is just all the house chores pretty much. So currently I'm at Lidl and I'm going to get my weekly shopping, which is fun. And then really it's just sorting stuff around the house, doing washing and watching the Tour, because I've really enjoyed it, and the stage today is to La Planche de Belfi, so I'm looking forward to that. Just chill out really and rest the legs for my next race on Sunday.
So it's now a few days after the crit on Wednesday. Sorry I haven't been able to update you quicker on what happened. It's just Thursday was a full day training with the team, and so this is the only opportunity I've got around to explaining what happened. So it was a 2-3 crit. Obviously I did the course the day before. I knew it was going to be really fast and not really suit me. The average speed for the race was just under 44 kilometers an hour, so it was just flat out really. And with most of the crits so far I've done over here, I wasn't expecting much, just because it doesn't really suit a rider of my type. Went off. There was lots of attacks throughout the whole race, and I would say within the first half an hour, a group of riders went off the front with 2 riders from Planquet, which was good. So I was in the main peloton behind that, and my main aim for the whole race was just to stay as close to the front as I could, not be on the front, but sort of first 5-10 riders, just to avoid getting caught up on the corners and with crashes. When I started the race, I wasn't so confident with the cornering, but as the race went on, I got more and more confident, and by the end, I was realising that you could sort of go around most of the corners without having to brake. So then coming into the last few laps, this group was still up front, so it was looking like they were going to win it. And the main peloton, I was getting swarmed by people sort of dive bombing on corners, and I really had to keep aware of what was happening and try to stay close to the front as I could, and also follow attacks. I felt good. The legs felt good, even though, as I say, it was a race that didn't suit me. And then, in the last lap, I was at the front and I was probably the first sort of 10 riders, and it came down to a sprint in the second group. The main group had won, and Planquet got a 1-2, which was really good. And I came 5th, I think, around 5th in the main peloton when they came in. So that was really good, and I managed to get another first junior. I think I was a top 15 overall, so I was really happy with that, just as it wasn't a race that suited me at all. But I think really the reason why I did so well was because of my positioning, and because I made sure I was staying at the front constantly, especially in them last few laps.
I'd like to apologise, obviously, for the lack of content I've recorded over the past few days. It is now Monday. I've been really bad with it, and my race was yesterday. So originally I had a race after the race on Wednesday, my next race would be obviously Sunday, and the race that I originally had entered had been cancelled. So I had to look for a new one. And by the time I looked for a new one, the entry of it had closed. So there was a chance that I might be able to enter on the day, but it was really hit and miss, and I didn't really know. And that is one of the main reasons why I didn't really record much, just because I didn't really know what was going to happen. So it was a bit up in the air. So I carried on with all my normal preps that I do for races. Obviously, ride on the Saturday, preparing up to the day. All the usual things I do, and I just have to go there and see what happens. Really, luckily when I did get there, I managed to get in, so that was great. Really, it was a relief because it was a lot of uncertainty about what was going to happen. And from looking online and at the previous races they'd done in this town, the circuit really suited me. It had a nice climb in it. It was about 4 kilometre circuit. It was a new one for this year, but it's similar in the past with the same start-finish area. So it was a 4 kilometre circuit with, I'd probably say, a kilometre climb each lap. So when I got there and I rode the course, I thought, oh, this is perfect. And I mean, the heat we've had at the moment as well, it was really hot, and I feel like I can ride quite well in hot conditions. So the race was about 90 kilometres, so it would have been my longest race so far since being over here. So I knew hydration would be really important, especially with the heat and fueling. My legs had felt really good the days before, and obviously in the races I've done so far. So yeah, I was cut to the chase. I managed to win it. Tactically did it really well. I was grouping across to groups the whole race, and I was starting to understand more what riders were up ahead, whereas in past races so far I'd been getting confused with who was in front of us and where was I in the overall race. And with about 3 laps to go, me and this other rider managed to bridge across to the front group from a breakaway, and then on the last lap up the climb I attacked up the hill and I managed to go solo to the finish, which was just amazing. I mean, out of all the ways I could win a race, that was just ideal. And another Planquet rider was in this group behind that I attacked from, and he managed to get second in the sprint, so we got a 1-2, which was amazing. So I'd just like to say thank you to the team for all the support yesterday as well, handing me bottles, telling me time gaps and everything, and then it just all the stars aligned yesterday, so I'm just really happy. And then yeah, next race will be next weekend for me now. I'm gonna do a bit of training for the first part of this week and then taper up for my biggest race yet, next Saturday, which is a 1-2-3 plus juniors, which is the Norway Trophy. Is run by Planquet, so it's a big race for them, and I'm really looking forward to getting chucked in the deep end in that, really, in my biggest race. And with the form I've had, yeah, it's just hopefully everything goes perfect. I'll just say thanks to everyone for all the support on the last video and the support with my channel, and this is probably going to be it for this video. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone again. Yeah, it's just really appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one.